You wouldn't know it if you just drove past. My most profound experience ever. This place knew how to work my every emotion, my weakness, my mind, physically. We were doing the investigation during the day with the owner and kind of walking around the property. We were in the backyard, she was talking about owners. All of a sudden, I'm filming John, and I just get punched in the chest. And I almost go down, and the whole crew, everybody was like, "Holy shit, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just got punched." So I got rattled pretty good. So that day, I kind of was like, the more and more the day went on, I'm closing myself off. I usually do this. I'll put a hand behind my back like this to kind of like close myself off, right? And I felt this place working me. It was just working me, and I knew I had to go in by myself that night. Whew. Man, it's an awful feeling. You know, you gotta go into these places alone. So, just before I go in, I'm in the trailer, and I throw up, right? I puke. And I come out of the bathroom, and I'm crying, and I'm like, you know, I'd just gotten sick. And what they don't show you is John Tenney sat me down for about 20 minutes explaining to me that we are more infinitely powerful than they are. They have to exert a ton of energy to do anything. And just to remember that, amongst other things. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta get in. Okay, I'll go in. Whew, okay, and I go in, and I've got my camera, and I got my flashlight, and I got my recorder, right? That's it, okay? And I go in, and I sit down on the couch, which is right at the beginning of the house. And I go in, and I sit down, and I'm like talking, and I'm like, oh my God. It's so surreal being here right now, and I'm freaking out, blah, blah, blah. I play it back, and it goes, Chad, be a man. I'm like, I play it back, be a man. Be a man, and you see my face contort with absolute terror. I've never felt terror like that in my entire life. It reached down into my gut and was just like, oh, right? I'm like, oh my God, be a man. All right, I will. Fuck it, right? What was insane about that was that it terrified me, and then it gave me an insane amount of courage all at the same time. Whatever that was, whether it be a ghost, spirit, otherworldly entity, me coming back to the future to tell myself, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I explore all these possibilities. Something came through and said, be a man. And I'll never forget that. That was the most profound thing that's ever happened to me because it taught me that I can do this. I can go through this house. I can go through these haunted locations by myself. So whoever that was, I always thank it because it taught me a lot. And I did. I moved through the entire house by myself. I went upstairs, and you see, I'd open a closet door, and a bat comes out, and it's circling my head, right? Come to find out, I'd asked the owner about bats. He's like, we've never seen a bat in this house ever. And it comes to find out, bats have, I think a bat is my spirit animal, basically. And I discovered that while I was shooting ghost stalkers. Every time I would go out by myself, a bat would be circling me. And then I would ask the owners, and they're like, we've never seen a bat here. So it was protecting me. And it kind of forced me out of the room where the next night John got scratched all the way down his back. I heard footsteps in that house, voices. That's just one instance, but there have been many. I've been to insane asylums. I've had a woman laugh in my face, like a disembodied voice. I leaped about 10 feet back. I heard a man moan, go, ooh, right? Like we're talking right now. That shit stops you right in your tracks, man. And then I thank it. So, yeah, go check it out. It's online. And they put all those moments on the soup, too. So that was fun. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you so much.